Alright, so for those out of the loop, Bandcamp is a music service where artists themselves sell their own music and their own merch for their own price managed by themselves. And then people can buy that music and get a quality digital download as well as unlimited ad-free streaming and whatever bonus goodies get thrown in. It's a pretty good deal for the artist and listener, right? Of course, I love Bandcamp. Wow, yay, wow, Bandcamp is awesome. It's so cool. Mwah, I love— Except it sucks! Okay, not really. Bandcamp is good, but it does have some annoying issues that are like, what the hell, why is it like this? So I'm gonna take the tremendous burden of complaining about it for views. Yeah, I'm pretty much like Atlas, holding up the weight of the world, but I'll do it for you guys. Don't mention it, guys. Don't even worry. By the way, these points aren't in any order. It's not a Watch Mojo top 10. It's just, you know, multiple points, not top to bottom or anything. Alright, so for music, there are about 3 options for how to release stuff. A single, which is 1 to 2 songs, an EP, which is traditionally a short 3 to 8 track release where the songs are usually unconnected, and an album, which is pretty broad, but is generally a longer form release with multiple songs that are often connected in some way with themes or transitions or, you know, really anything. The definitions of each are pretty fluid, and there's also a few more than these, but, I mean, like, who cares? It's not like any officiant classifies LPs. The thing is, on Bandcamp, your options for release are a track, which is 1 track, and an album, which is literally anything more than a single track. I released a single in May that contained 2 songs, and yeah, that's an album now. This is an album. This is an album according to Bandcamp. Want to release an EP? Well, good luck. That's also an album. If you want it to be known as an EP, since those carry different connotations and expectations from full albums, you gotta add EP to the end of the name. Bandcamp really prides itself on giving artists control, so it's weird that the rules for classification are so set in stone, especially when the rules suck. It's not the end of the world not to fix, but it's not the end of the world to fix either. Just add a little selection box to let artists classify their own work. Words have meaning, and assigning the status of an album to a 2-song 5-minute single is just stupid. This is just a general one, but the website just has some odd UI choices. You can go to a merch page and then click on a CD or record or something, and instead of having its own page, it's just a part of the albums page. And that's alright if you only sell 1 format of an album or something, but when someone sells like more than 2 formats of the same thing, it makes the album page bloated as hell. Trust Fundos, who sells a vinyl, a CD, and a cassette of her album Fade Out, and look at it, it just looks like text. The Scary Joke sells 4 vinyl variants, 2 cassette variants, and a CD of their album April Fools, all with accurate descriptions, and look how much of the page it takes up. It takes forever to get to the track list. This is not the fault of either of these artists. They can't be blamed for selling things that are in demand just because it messes with their pages in a way that's out of their control. It's literally just Bandcamp's UI. Trying to navigate the artist UI is a nightmare. I never know where so much stuff just is, and I've been using Bandcamp as an artist for like 2 years. You go to the artist tools section, it's practically a Google Doc. You just scroll down, there's no tabs or labels or anything. You gotta scroll until you find what you want. And maybe it's not there. Maybe it's in a subpage in a fucking album options menu that you didn't know existed, or, you know, it's in the PayPal menu for some reason. You find it in the email. Honorable mention, it doesn't annoy me quite as much as the other stuff, but it still sucks. When you download the album that you paid money for, Bandcamp formats the files like this. I don't know what I'm looking at here, man. You gotta either know the track list by heart or play Russian roulette until you find your file. Okay, so let's say you want to add bonus tracks to your album, but you want to have them hidden. You can't. Sometimes, maybe. Who knows? Not Bandcamp, not me. I don't know what the fuck is up with Bandcamp, but whenever I've tried to add bonus tracks to anything, which should be hidden, they're right there along with all the other songs on the track list. They're supposedly supposed to be hidden by default, but no, they aren't. They're right there. Nuh-uh. I used to think it was just because I'm the artist, but whenever I went to the page in incognito, no, they were still right fucking there. This led to a weird bonus track situation for me, where my full-length album unidentified has multiple bonus tracks everywhere but Bandcamp, because fuck that. Or, let's say you just want to add some audio, but you don't want to have it be an actual track, like a commentary or stems or something maybe. Nope, fuck you. Can't include audio in the bonus goodies. No zip files either. Actually, there's a whole slew of things you can't put in there. There's one way to get around those restrictions though. Alright, so you take your audio files or other contraband, stick them in one file. Then you zip up that file. Then, when you name your zip file, you add change file extension to zip at the end of it. Then you change the file extension to PNG, which is allowed in the goodies. Then, you can upload your 200 gigabyte unreadable PNG to Bandcamp as a bonus and hope that your audience knows how to change it back to a zip file by changing the file extension back to PNG, which will make it back into a zip file which can be unzipped without harming the audio. Bandcamp is full of nerds, so they probably will know how to do this, but you still gotta chance it. This works, and it's what I did to get some bonus tracks and a commentary track on one of my EPs without having them show for no reason or otherwise have to be a track. But it shouldn't have to be like this. I shouldn't have to do this. Nobody in anyone's audience should have to know how to do this. And with this particular thing, it's not even just a bonus track thing. Anything that you might want to have in a zip file, you cannot put. Again, Bandcamp is all about giving control to artists, so let the artists have some goddamn control over this. Listen, I know I just spent this whole video complaining about it, but I do love Bandcamp. It's a great place for artists to put their work, and when you buy something from Bandcamp, the artist gets a way bigger cut than a minuscule amount that any streaming service will give. Speaking of buying things from Bandcamp, this video is sponsored by Bandcamp.
You need to leave!
my Bandcamp. The video is sponsored by me. I sell my stuff digitally on Bandcamp. I also sell CDs of my stuff on there. You can buy an unidentified CD or a limited edition Songs for the Common Ethereal CD. Ethereal? Fuck it. How limited is it? 1. There's 1 available for purchase because I never intended for them to be sold. So somebody bought it while I was making the video, so shout out to them. You can't get it anymore. Buy my shit or just listen to it. I promise it's good. Okay, no more shilling. Outro time. Alright, that's the end of the video. Follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, etc. Go listen to my music wherever you prefer, and that's it.